All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. To all of my 31 subscribers out there. Hopefully, you guys find this video and are listening to it. Anyways, I just wanted to give my reaction and my thoughts to the Nintendo Partner Showcase that was aired this morning. I kind of woke up like an hour after it had already finished airing. I was like in no hurry to watch this live, and it looks like I was right. Unfortunately, this was just a piece of shit. This partner showcase was such a colossal size piece of garbage. It was a joke. There was nothing exciting. There were no big games. Hell, they weren't even like Xbox or PlayStation games. So everyone for weeks, maybe even a month or more, have been talking about the possibility of Nintendo showing us some Xbox games and PlayStation games and all that. Where's the Xbox games? We know they're coming. Well, why isn't Nintendo showing them? I think the answer is because Nintendo is just stupid. They're like extremely smart and intelligent in some areas, and just absolutely fucking stupid when it comes to just hype. When it comes to hype and like actually promoting their console to gamers, boy, they're just so good at making themselves look fucking lame. I don't understand what is with them where they just want to look as fucking lame as possible. Do you guys remember that Mario Kart World Direct that they had? They announced it after the Switch 2 Direct, and like, we're going to be having a Mario Kart World Direct a month later or whatever. And it ended up being just this complete waste of fucking time, where they literally told us things we already knew from the first presentation. It was like 99% of it we already fucking knew, right? And they only showed some new things or whatever. It was a piece of fucking garbage. It made no sense. It made me want to like find out who it was that put that together and just punch them right in their fucking face. It almost seems like the marketing team for Nintendo is just doing their best to make Nintendo look lame. It really does seem that way sometimes. Well, yeah, I remember seeing that, and I just remember thinking, like, who's the fucking moron that thought this was a good idea? It was a complete waste of time. And then later on, I think many weeks later, they showed more information about the game on their Nintendo Today app. So that little stupid app that was very pointless that they made, where it's like, look, people who download this app, they get to see some news or whatever that no one else will get to see. Very fucking pointless and stupid. I don't know why they always have to do these kind of weird things, but they ended up showing more information on that than they did for that stupid Direct that they had us all hyped up for. Well, I don't know if they're still even supporting that app. I don't know what's going on. People say they hadn't really dropped much news on that app lately, so really don't understand what's going on with Nintendo now. But anyways, back to the third-party partner showcase that they aired this morning. I had the feeling that it was going to be a fucking waste of time. It was going to be dog shit. I mean, we were all expecting a big, grand Nintendo Direct. Why were we expecting this? Well, because the Direct for the Switch 2 was, a couple months ago, and it was pretty mediocre. Okay, while it was cool to finally see the Switch 2 and all the features and everything like that, and see how powerful it was, while it was cool to see all of those things, they did waste a lot of our fucking time with stupid shit like the voice chat. They spent way too much time on voice chat. Mario Party, Jamboree TV or something, they wasted so much time on that bullshit. What else did they waste our time with? I mean, they did spend a good amount of time on the Switch 1 games that can now be upgraded for the Switch 2. I thought they still spent just a little bit too much time there. And then they spent a whole bunch of time on third-party games. And it's like, okay, I'm glad we're getting third-party. Wow, cool. We're getting these big third-party games, and this proves that it's a very powerful and capable console. However, the driving force behind Switch, the driving force behind Nintendo has always been their own intellectual property. It's always been their first party games. It's always been exclusives. And so it just pissed me off how the Switch 2 Direct, like, they only had, what, 4, 5 maybe? I don't even think that. I think just 4 big announcements, and only a couple of them were actually very exciting. Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World. Kirby's Air Riders, that looks like it could be a very fun game. The only problem is they didn't show any gameplay footage of it. They only showed just like a little cinematic trailer. And here's the problem with that. People aren't going to be hyped for that, especially if they never played the first game. And I didn't play the first game. I actually had to go on YouTube and look up some YouTube videos of it. And I thought, oh, wow, that actually looks like a pretty fun game. Looks like it's got different modes and everything like that. That looks really fun. They should have showed something like that, but they didn't. So, it was a mediocre Direct, no matter what people would try to say. I mean, I gave it an 8 out of 10. They wasted too much of our time with third party, the voice chat, and all these other things. So, yes, we have a right to have our expectations high, especially when this is fucking July. And usually Nintendo Directs during the summer are very big and epic, like they used to be during the E3 days. Except for 2015, the shittiest Nintendo Direct that ever was. I think everybody remembers that, and we ripped Nintendo a new asshole for that piece of shit Direct, because it was just so fucking lame. And Nintendo learned from it. They saw the outrage. They saw the backlash. They apologized, and they even put out a damn survey for us to take. But anyways, they should be doing that right now, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that are disappointed. Now unfortunately there's a bunch of idiots who are pretending this was good and are like, oh, we're just crybabies, we whine and we're never satisfied. It's like, look, this console, I'm a Nintendo fanboy, right? This console just came out, and right now they have the perfect opportunity to destroy PlayStation and Xbox, because right now PlayStation has just pretty much announced that they're going third party. They're going to be putting their games on the Nintendo Switch 2 and on Xbox as well. So Nintendo has won the console war. Nintendo has defeated both of these bums, and it seems like instead of just taking advantage of that and just stomping on their fucking throats, they're just being fucking bitches, and they're just like not doing shit. They're just like, yeah, let's just be lame and let's not take advantage of this opportunity to put the spotlight on the Nintendo Switch 2. We're just gonna, we're gonna just be very milquetoast about it. Let's just put out a very shitty partner showcase, and let's just highlight some really lame games that nobody's gonna give a fuck about. One of the games being like a campfire game. They showed this really stupid campfire game, and that stupid narrator voice. I'm getting sick and tired of the voices that they use to narrate their Nintendo Directs. It's always got to be these goofball voices, like these goofy actors who they sound like they would be on like a kid's cartoon network or something. Like, hey kids, check this out. They're just those really annoying, stupid, Nickelodeon kindergarten type voice narrations that I just can't freaking stand. This guy's like explaining to us how to melt a marshmallow. You take it, you put the stick through it and put it over the fire, and you melt it that way. And y'all can have conversations with each other. I'm thinking to myself, why does this moron think we are so stupid we can't figure this stuff out, Or do they think that this is fun and exciting? A campfire simulator where you get to melt marshmallows and have conversations sitting around the campfire. I'm like, that, I can't freaking believe that they had something that stupid in it. And everybody is talking about it because that's how stupid it is, that everybody's like, hey, look at this campfire simulator from Nintendo. Again, it's just one of these things where it's like, It's like they have this stupid. It's like they're irreversibly just stuck on stupid, and they always have to make themselves look lame in some way or fashion. It's like, we can't make a direct that's badass, that's highlighting just cool, kick-ass video games that's gonna appeal to the Western audience. No, we gotta put something really fucking lame in there, so that way people think we're just, goofy. And that's what that felt like. People are trying to say that this was fine, this was totally okay, and look, we're gonna get one in September. Fuck no, we should be getting one in August. We should be getting a Nintendo Direct in August, not September. This was such a fucking piece of shit. We should be getting one immediately, not waiting all the way until September. So look, it's looking like 2025 is a fucking very, very weak year for the Switch 2. Again, Mario Kart World, phenomenal game. Donkey Kong Bonanza, very phenomenal game. Super badass. But damn, I mean, that's only 2 fucking games so far. That's it? That's all they had to offer? Like, what is going on here? People are wondering, why the hell has Nintendo not sent out dev kits to third parties? Like, what the hell is going on? None of this makes any sense. Was this to, prevent leaks and spoilers? I don't know. But what I do know is that we, as Nintendo fans, especially if you're a Nintendo fanboy, we need to be ripping them a new asshole right now. Because they're being fucking stupid. They're making themselves look lame, and that's not good. They're making themselves look lame, they're making us look lame, even though they have the perfect opportunity to get all eyes on them. So, I'm very pissed off. It was a piece of shit. I knew it was going to be worthless because it's like 25-minute partner showcase, really? And then at the very last minute, I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I said, okay, well, this could be a great Nintendo partner showcase if the vast majority of games they show are third-party exclusives. Third-party exclusives, like Red Steel, Devil's Third, Mad World, really cool kick-ass games like that. Well, no, we didn't get that at all. I don't know if there was one fucking game in that. They didn't mention, only for the Switch 2 or anything like that. So if there was an exclusive that was shown in this partner showcase, I wouldn't know because they didn't say so. And usually they do say that. They usually say this is for the Switch 2 only. But I didn't see that. So, again, and that's another thing that just pisses me the hell off about them. So not only did we get a partner showcase instead of a actual traditional Nintendo Direct, we got the most lame and shitty partner showcase we could get with games that I just do not give a fuck about. I'm getting sick and tired of JRPGs. I'm getting really sick and tired of those. They need to start making RPGs that appeal to Western gamers. I don't know why they don't. It's so fucking dumb of them. It really is stupid. We got a trailer for, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but yeah, we got the Hyrule Warriors trailer, The Age of Imprisonment. They didn't show us anything. It was just a trailer. That's it. Wow, another trailer. And nothing more. And I'm not even excited for that game. It's a game that doesn't even have fucking Link in it. And I get that Link in the timeline or whatever, like the story is that Zelda went back in time or whatever. But you know what? I'm not interested in playing as Zelda. Maybe the other characters, but not as Zelda. I'm not interested in playing as her. And I'm getting kind of sick of this dumb trend from Nintendo where it's like, now you get to play as Zelda. Like, get the fuck out of here, alright? Get out of here. Like, we want to play as Link. He's the hero. He's the badass. We want to play as him. Enough of the Zelda shit already. Enough of Princess Peach making a game where you play as Princess Peach. This is some dumb bullshit. Oh my lord. So yeah, this was just a shit showcase, and if I have to grade it, I give it like a 3 out of 10. I give it a 3 out of 10 because there was maybe only one game that was like, okay, that was cool. Monster Hunter's Stories 3, Monster Hunter Story 3 or something like that. Looked cool. And I guess the very last two HD 2D games, which would be I forgot, the first one was called something Elliot. It's basically, both of them were Square Enix games, and they were HD 2D. Oh, the second game was Octopath Traveler 0, so a prequel to the first game. Those games look nice, they look fun, but again, I'm just kind of like, I'm just not interested in the JRPG games right now. I'm kind of like just not interested in those. So yeah, this was a piece of shit, and you know, I had this fucking idiot, this stupid cornball, Doctray81. Doctray81, you know, was arguing with me in his comment section. I left the video. I think it was yesterday morning when it was confirmed that it was just going to be a partner showcase, and it was only going to be 25 freaking minutes. I left a comment saying it's just going to be a 25-minute partner showcase, which is lame. And he's like, lame? What are you talking about? They're about to show us all kinds of great games. And I'm like what? Like what? What great games do you think they're going to show us? They're going to show us some third-party games that already exist on other platforms? Like, get the fuck out of here. That's complete horseshit. Like I give a fuck about, you know, third-party games that already exist coming to the Switch, too. But you know what? They didn't even really give us that. I mean, they did, but it wasn't anything to be excited for. Why the fuck aren't we getting, like, a Space Marines 2? That is a game that I want to come to the Switch, too. Warhammer 40,000, Space Marines 2. Now, that's a third-party game I would be super excited for. For Honor, Ubisoft's For Honor. Instead, we got that piece of shit called Star Wars Outlaws, a game that many people did not like, do not recommend you buy, but Nintendo, it seems like they're just out of touch with gamers, and they're like, oh, look, Star Wars Outlaws, like, come on. But I will say this, at least they did not announce Assassin's Creed Shadows. Thank God Nintendo did not announce that piece of shit game. That fucking woke piece of fucking garbage. Fuck that stupid Yasuke samurai, that fake-ass samurai that was never really a real samurai. Just a bunch of fake history right there. Just a bunch of woke bullshit, DEI garbage. I am very thankful that Nintendo did not make the stupid and foolish mistake of wasting our time talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows. I am hoping that's because Nintendo has been keeping up with gamers and their dissatisfaction with that game. People hate that game. People in Japan hate that game. So maybe that's why Nintendo didn't say anything about it. And maybe, hopefully, that's a game Nintendo does not want coming to the Switch too. And I really hope that's the case. I hope that stupid game never touches a Nintendo platform ever. That game looks like trash. It is trash. So yeah, I'm thankful they didn't announce that. But anyways, you know, this fucking moron, Doctray81, he makes a stupid video pretty much in response to my comment saying that, you know, the partner showcase is going to be lame or whatever. And he makes a lot of stupid points that don't fucking matter. Like, he's like, if you've been paying attention and looking and seeing the rumors and this and that, it's like, look, dumbass, I don't waste time with rumors and rumors, leaks, and shit like that. I don't. Okay? I don't, because you know what? I hate that shit. I want to be excited, and I want Nintendo to surprise me with some cool stuff. So fuck leaks, rumors, and all of that stuff. That stuff has kind of killed the hype when it comes to video games and whatnot. But this idiot was just acting like, you know, they were going to announce some cool stuff, and he did the typical dumbass, you know, like red herring, strawman type arguments where he's like, oh, you complain about Nintendo not having third party, and then when they show us third party, you complain about them not having first party. It's like, why do you fucking morons assume that the people who complain about the lack of third party are the same people who will also complain about the lack of first party? No, I'm sorry. Me and many people who care only about the first party, and we realize that exclusives are the driving force for Nintendo, don't give a shit about third party that much. We don't. In fact, many of the third party games the last 10 years have been garbage. So you know what? While there are some third-party games out there that are good, I've never been angry with Nintendo if those third-party games didn't come to Nintendo. I get angry at the stupid third-party developers who are fucking lazy and don't want to take the time to develop those games for Nintendo. I don't get mad at Nintendo for that. So, that's just a very stupid straw man argument. Oh, you guys are... Here's Nintendo giving us a partner showcase and you're ungrateful. It's like, look, asswipe. We've already seen enough third-party games for the Switch 2. And you know what? I don't mind seeing more come to the Switch 2, but you know what? I don't want Nintendo's first-party exclusives to be fucking sidelined for third-party games. Especially ones that don't even matter, like the ones that were shown in this partner showcase. So, yeah, all in all, this partner showcase was a 3 out of 10. Very disappointed. I'm getting a little bit pissed off and impatient with Nintendo right now. What the fuck are they doing? Do they not want to continue selling the Switch 2s like hotcakes? We've had a very mediocre last 2 years with the original Switch. So, you know, we're all expecting there to be a shit ton of great games, great exclusives for the Switch 2, and we're not really seeing that. Donkey Kong Bonanza, phenomenal game. Mario Kart World, phenomenal game, but even still kind of disappointing because they could have had like a story mode and boss missions and shit like that. I'm hoping that they're going to have an epic DLC for that game soon to add more content to it, but yeah, besides that, there just really isn't that much to look forward to when it comes to exclusivity. Again, Hyrule Warriors, I could care less. I mean, that game right now is not calling out to me. Kirby Air Riders, that's a game I want to see more of. The only problem is that they only showed us just a little cinematic trailer. Metroid Prime 4, you know what? So far that game, I'm not impressed with everything they've shown us. Lame-ass psychic abilities to open doors or something like that, that's fucking stupid. So far, the only thing that people have been saying about this game is how good it looks. The graphics and the visuals. And you know what? Never mind the graphics and the visuals. The environments just look bland and dull as hell. They really do. They don't look that beautiful at all, like the artwork and all of that. So I'm getting kind of sick and tired of like everybody saying, "Well, we wanted Metroid Prime 4." See, again, not all Nintendo fanboys are the same. Not all Nintendo fans are the same. You have people right now who are angry because there was no Metroid Prime 4 news or whatever, and I do agree, but most of them are mad because there's not a release date. It's like, that's your biggest complaint, is that there's not a release date? How about the fact that they haven't shown us a damn thing that makes the game look exciting? How about that? The only thing they've shown us is how pretty the graphics are, and that's it. It looks fucking boring. There is no player versus environment mode or anything like that. There should be. I mean, fuck, do something fun. Do something to make this game stand out from the other Metroid Prime games. But so far, it's looking lame. I'm sorry. Metroid Prime 4 is looking very fucking lame. They had not shown us anything fucking cool. So, you know, I'm not, like, super excited about it. And you know what? That's a game that we were expecting to come to the Switch, and now it's coming to the Switch too. So, to be honest, that's not something that I want more of, in the sense that I want to see what new games are out there that we haven't heard of yet. We've heard about Metroid Prime 4 for like 15 years now. I mean, what, 10 years or more? I mean, at this point, it's ridiculous. People should be more upset by the fact that the game is lacking content. It's lacking power. They're not showing us a whole lot. It just looks like another Metroid Prime game. It just looks better, and I just think that's bullshit. Anyways, guys, I carried on for a while now. I'm about to go work out. I just want Nintendo to stop being fucking lame, and there better be a Nintendo Direct this month in August. We shouldn't have to wait until September, and they're being very fucking stupid. I don't know what their strategy is. I don't know if it's to just only announce big, cool, epic games when, you know, their sales start to go to shit. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do. It's stupid. It makes no fucking sense. Right now is the perfect time for them to start taking over the gaming market by storm. All right? Anyways, that's all I got. You guys, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Did you like this partner showcase? Are you just more patient than I am and you're totally fine waiting until September? If you agree, disagree, just let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Again, I'm saying all this as a Nintendo fanboy who wants Nintendo to dominate the gaming market. I want them to not only be the only console left, I want their games to be the only games left in gaming. I want these third-party developers who absolutely suck to just fold, and I want it just to be Nintendo first-party and third-party exclusives. That's it. Anyways, let me know what y'all think. I will talk to you guys soon. Later.